Welcome back to the Lowground podcast.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. We've got Ryan on. Ryan, you're really dark now. I don't think we thought this through. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh my
It's
god!
back.
I couldn't. I looked over. I glanced. I just started cracking up. Oh my god! Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
What do I go for now? Do I go for like?
I think
Oh, however you're comfy now, it's
Evil.
fine.
this is you've
You
got
can go
like
evil
10
if you
minutes
like.
of just you segment. You can talk about whatever you want. You can have the lighting however you want. This is yeah. Okay.
You can have our
Okay,
lighting. How would you like? How would you like ours to be?
Bryce telling us a story apparently or something. I feel like I'm by the campfire.
I can't think of anything clever to say for the story. So
That's okay.
Well, for anyone not familiar, who are you, WARBOSSWORM? he's getting
His own light
lit.
producer.
Oh,
Oh jeez, he's got flashbang. He just tried to rush B.
no, there's no
Oh.
fire yet. He's not gone through the molly. Oh dear.
does this? Oh no!
Oh fuck, that's
Hang on.
loud. Jesus.
Does this work?
Yeah, this is good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. Don't worry. Don't
It's
worry.
too
you got
small.
it.
It's all right. We've done enough. We've done enough light bits.
Yeah. Well, right. Tell everybody who you actually are because they don't know you as who you are. They know you only as WARBOSSWORM.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're an enigma.
Well,
And who
First
is
name
well?
Ryan.
You need to tell us about WARBOSSWORM as well.
Oh, okay. So in IDL, hello everyone. In IDL, I'm Righty Doki Skip. In real life, I'm Ryan.
Scream
in
if you love
YouTube.
Ryan.
In YouTube, I'm WARBOSSWORM. Because that was my third, I think, username that I made. The first one was a RuneScape username, WormCrazy619.
Wait, what?
Because-
Sorry, say again.
Worm Crazy 619.
619.
Because I love the Worms games.
You love Rey
Worms
Mysterio?
2. And Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's sick.
WWE, yeah. And then I think I made a YouTube channel called The Beatles Fan because I liked the Beatles at the time.
Okay.
and then I deleted that and then I made WARBOSSWORM.
But WARBOSSWORM, right? I
Yeah.
checked on your channel. It's like 15 years old. Like
Yeah.
how many years ago was Rey Mysterio Lover 691 or whatever his name was? Worm.
Worm Crazy 619. That was like so I think I was in year 4, which is
Okay.
2005.
You were too young
Jesus,
to be
I was
watching fucking
3.
WWE.
Yeah. I think it was 2005. Yeah, it must have been. And I saw my sister, who's 1 year younger than me. She was playing this weird game that was RuneScape, and I was like, "Oh, that looks cool. I'll make a character on that." And I just made, Worm Crazy 619 just off the top of your head.
Yeah.
And then she got bored of it, and then I ended up playing that for ages. And I forget when I stopped. Like, it was at some point when they like changed the graphics or something. But of course,
Made it look better.
no, they made it look worse.
They made it look worse, man.
Oh.
Come on now.
They made it look worse. Anyway, it doesn't matter because they've got old school RuneScape.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, and then and WARBOSSWORM is Warbosses are from Warhammer 40,000. They're
Wait, I need
like
to
your
find a
orc-
picture of this.
Yeah. They're like your
Warboss.
orc leader characters.
Wow.
They're like big
Let's get
giant
this
orcs
up.
in like mech suits and stuff.
They're cool. They're freaking cool.
And they
Like,
sound like
all of the biggest
yeah.
orcs are war bosses. All
Oh,
the
so
big
this
ones.
guy's a war
Yeah,
boss.
Yeah, it looks like
hang
a
on,
war boss.
I need to watch. I need to look. it
He's
up.
got a power claw. Yeah, that looks like one.
Oh yeah, that's the Warboss. Yeah, that's your classic Warboss. And they're all like, "Oh, you gits" and stuff like that.
You can wait.
We need to shoot 'em and stuff like that.
So that, I feel like I've got a war boss in the room
Yeah,
with
so-
me right now.
Yeah, in Warhammer 40k, the orcs are all Cockney Brits.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
The
Yeah, they're
more
all- Wait, so
Wait, so
powerful
this guy
they get.
turned up, he's like, "Alright, geezer,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
no,
bloody
literally.
smash the fucking
literally.
gaff down, mate." Oh,
Literally.
he's Australian.
And
now,
Ryan,
right,
do you
my
want to
bad.
explain the orc's psychic abilities to Henry?
I mean, I get in Warhammer, there's people with psychic powers and stuff. You go like, "Oh, I must manifest the warp energy," and then blah, they blast something, with psychic powers.
Oh,
With humans,
this
it
guy.
like works. Yeah. That's from the Dawn of War cinematic.
This guy.
from like 2000.
Oh, he looks cool. He looks like he's.
Oh, wait,
I
talking
think
a bit-
he's a weird boy. That's a weird boy.
When we
actually.
talk about psychics for orcs, we're talking a bit more fundamental.
Yeah. So with human psychic powers in Warhammer, they're like just as likely to kill you, and it's like, you know, you kind of like basically a wizard, and you summon spells and you throw it. But orcs, it's something like, it's like the more orcs believe in something, the more it actually becomes reality. So like orcs, they build like planes and tanks and stuff out of literal scrap metal, but because they believe it works, it works. So they're like the most powerful psychic.
Like they just will it into existence.
They do, yeah. They believe, and they're so stupid they don't realize, you know, that it's. They don't stop to think that a scrap metal tank won't run, because they believe in it.
They'd like pick up a bit of wood. They'd pick up a bit of wood that's shaped like a rifle, pick it up, go like that, and pull the trigger, and it would start shooting.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Wait, what? What's this called? Can I search it?
If you just look up orcs with a Z and a K.
I wonder how many people have now just tuned out because we're talking about war.
With a K, it's a K and a Z.
Wait, orcs is like that.
Yeah,
and then
40K.
Orcs,
yeah. 40K.
Just look up their wiki page on like 40K wiki. It's crazy shit. Like you could spend days on the Warhammer wiki. And
no, I've spent days here without even playing 40K. Like
I mean, I'm not. I play 40K. I've played it for ages, but I'm not as much of like a lore head as some people.
This is what they need.
Yeah, there's some sick models. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's like, I think my friend, whenever I play Warhammer, it's always some really old edition that like my friend just really likes. So we play like 3rd edition from like 2001 or something.
Well, has it changed that much?
Yeah, it's changed quite a bit. I mean, you still like move and shoot, but they've streamlined a lot of stuff, and they've made some things I think a bit more complicated than they need to be. Like there's, I mean, it's hard to say to like someone who doesn't really know that much about the mechanics, like Henry, but like I think they've just introduced a lot of like stuff that like before there was more common knowledge about how armies worked, and now I think there's less. There's like more specialized knowledge. So if I come up against
they're quite different, aren't they now?
Yeah. If I come up against a player, like it's good to have interesting armies that are like unique, but not so unique that you have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah. Or like there's not going to be some bullshit rule like, oh, you shot me with your thing. Well, I have a super duper blaster thing that means
you are just dead.
All your guys die, or something stupid.
Blade mail.
I mean, it does make cosplaying as the Imperial Guard quite fun if you run up against the Tyranid army and you don't know how they work. That does make it quite interesting from a role-playing perspective, because they also wouldn't know how Tyranids work. So,
mate, I'm trying to take Warhammer to the bedroom. I don't know. That's the type of role-playing. Look at this guy. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I saw this guy on Facebook Marketplace. Here he is. This guy. Oh, the other guy's gone. The other guy got removed. This guy's definitely on there. Look at him.
Holy shit! How much is that? 12 grand.
12.5 grand. Yeah, he weighs 7.5 tons, and he's got 100 horsepower. He's got less horsepower than my MX-5.
Yeah, I know,
but he looks like this. Come on now, imagine rolling around.
You could trick it out, paint it yellow.
You could totally, yeah.
That's not even that far.
Leave us what do you think about orcs? Put a comment in the thing down below.
This guy knows podcasting.
I think orcs are the coolest 40K faction. Fight me.
Hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. You know. Thank you.
Well, we're gonna have one less viewer for this episode.
I think you're gonna have 100% less viewers now that we started talking about Warhammer.
But
that
to be
is
fair,
potentially also true.
We had 100% more viewers because we have Ryan. So that is true.
Oh yeah, I'll try and I'll see if I can.
It depends, no, because they might all go into cardiac arrest when they see him on screen.
That's true.
Because they start screaming.
The comments is the comments is just going to be like.
Have the screaming jokes started to get a bit boring yet, or are you still good for it?
I don't mind. I don't know. I don't mind. It's fine. I mean, it totally started through no input of my own. I don't even know who started posting it, but I was like, oh, that's nice.
It was probably JJ, I think.
Was it?
Perhaps, yeah.
I think it was probably JJ. Yeah,
JJ's
he does things.
What's the meme? It's like...
Yeah, it's the LeBron. Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Hold on. LeBron James scream if you love.
Recently, you may have seen these memes of LeBron James screaming.
Scream if you love
Super Mario 64.
Oh.
What is going on?
What the fuck?
This is the actual one.
This was it.
LeBron James is the oldest player in the NBA. Your reaction? So there you have it.
It's the best one. That's how you should actually scream if you love Ryan, then.
What you have to do.
First
Like
of all,
LeBron. Yeah, it's got to be like.
Your reaction. So there you have
that
it,
is
guys.
that
That's
is high
actually
pitched by
such a,
Thor.
that's such a good scream.
Yeah,
It is,
it
yeah,
has the
everyone's
echo
worried.
in. It has the echo in.
Yeah.
As well.
And you got the squeak of the.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so I can do the echo as well. Hang on.
Oh, you know what? That wasn't the worst.
Oh,
Oh Jesus!
It sounded like you farted.
Yeah, it sounded like you just
whoa.
gone, you've gone out
Like
for
you
a
farted in a
madras the night
fucking
before.
ballroom.
That was very well timed, actually.
What, did you just actually fart at the same time? Is that what you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Not that you'd know.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, I didn't.
Scream
But
if
did
you're
I?
Ryan and farting.
You will never know.
No, you never know.
Well, right. Should we get on some games this week then? We don't have many
let's
games,
chat games.
so we can. In fact, do we have any AD games? Because we could.
Oh,
We didn't cover them
we
last
should have
week.
some tickets. I think we might have
was
some
it?
tickets.
Yeah,
Hang on, let me have a look.
I think my team had a game. Or
Okay.
Let me
two
see if I
games.
can find them. You start on these. I'll see if I can find them.
Well, we only had 5 games this week, so we had 2 series, and both of the series were 2 Alexes and a snubbed AF Moose involved. So
Yes.
a bit of a spoiler for the first series, which was against Pandemonium. So this was a knockout game. So loser of this one finishes 5th/6th, and the winner goes on to play Untitled Scream Team in the lower bracket semi-final game. Is that right?
Correct.
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 Yep. Which would then be a
I'm not
knockout
looking at
game.
the
So
spreadsheet.
everything would be a knockout game.
Yeah, it's everything
Yeah,
to play for.
Absolutely everything. to
Who
play for.
knows?
So
Who's going to win?
I don't
You
know what this
decide.
is.
Yeah, in the first game, Edgar. So Dev picked Axe and looked absolutely phenomenal. However, Edgar and
Yeah.
Moose. I mean, you said at the start of this game, Matt, you were like, "This looks like Moose is going to absolutely run away with this," because we were recording.
Yeah,
We were recording the pod.
yeah. I said 21-0. He didn't quite go 21-0,
Yeah.
but he did run away with the game, I would
Yeah,
say.
Yeah.
Like, and Dev also, like, looking at the stats wise, Dev had a fucking-tastic game. Like, even with the loss,
Yes.
I would say, like, I wouldn't feel too bad about this game if I were Dev, because I think it was such a great performance. It's just ultimately, as Axe, you can't solo win, really. Like, it's really hard to solo win.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, this game, he had a 46 imp.
46 imp, jeez.
Is that just because Axe's numbers don't go high enough compared to some other people?
Well, there's a point at where you can maybe solo win team fights, but you need like Ags, Shard, Refresher. You need like
And
a
full mana going
million
into the
net worth.
fight.
And full mana going into the fight, and nothing to go wrong as well.
Yes.
No saves, no Aeon discs.
Yeah.
Like
You have to be
you
like
can,
chomp.
it's
chomp,
just
chomp,
it's
chomp.
so hard. It's really difficult.
Yeah,
So.
Edgar was sick this game as well. Like, to be fair, so was Nathan. I think the only thing I would say that isn't quite reflective on here is Ari's lane. Like, he laned into a Timber and did fine as a Spectre. I think that's really tricky to do. Like, Timber can kind of just
Yeah, I
steal
think
3
Spectre's
points from you.
pretty bad versus Timber, I would say.
Yeah, especially early on. I mean, Spectre as it is like a non-factor. I wouldn't say non-factor laner, but definitely needs some help.
Yeah,
and this
Spectre doesn't lane well, and
This is
with
aggressive
Disruptor as well.
Look at the team they're playing
Yeah,
against
that's
as well.
aggressive.
Like, you know what I mean? Especially versus Moose. Like, Moose is...
Could we just have a quick scroll down for draft order? Because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spectre overall last. Yeah, I can see why they picked Spectre, but I wouldn't have done it because I
Yeah.
think it's kind of griefing.
Why do
to
you reckon they picked
Spectre
Spectre then?
for Drow, for
Drow,
what?
maybe.
Like for global ganks with your like Axe and with like a disruptor. Like you can basically just go and farm in a corner, and as soon as your team gets a jump on anyone, you get a free pick
Just
on
not-
kind of on a Drow. And these two supports also can't really defend themselves well against Spectre.
Yeah.
Shaman kind of can, but AA has nothing to defend himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as well, I like the Spectre. I mean, another team might have picked the Spectre into this Yam Drow at some point in the game.
Maybe. Who's to say? But yeah, I just I think when you pick this Spectre knowing you're going to lane into Moose on Timber, I feel like it's a scary proposition. But I mean, they came out even in the lane, so at least that's the case rather than them getting stomped. I feel like there could have been a situation there where they just get rolled in lane, and then Spectre has to try and come back, and it's like, is Spectre really gonna come back? Probably not. We didn't really see it this game, unfortunately, either. Henry's very distracted by something. What's going on?
I'm trying to think of stuff to say, but I don't know.
Yeah, this game.
Like, yeah, I agree. Yes.
Oh, it's more people.
Yeah, this is my
Hello.
sister and my girlfriend. They say hi, and they said they really loved the IDL, and they're massive fans of It Won't Toad and definitely not JPK. So that's that.
Yeah, he
Thanks.
sucks.
Is that Sam?
No, he looks like Sam though.
Looks like Sam.
Ryan, you look like one of our friends, Sam.
Hello, I'm
He
not
says,
Sam.
"Hello, hello, I'm not Sam."
I saw Sam yesterday. I saw Sam yesterday.
Right, apologies.
He's a cousin, yeah.
Apologies. Right, I'm
All
back.
right.
Oh,
It's
you're
all
on like
good.
a kind of you're on like a Dutch angle now.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
No, it's okay.
Some-
It's good for the cinematography.
Somehow the
Whoa.
least scuffed
Whoa.
episode we've had. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
so that
happening?
game, yeah, we've
Oh.
yeah, there wasn't. I do think like I said, I think I understand why they picked Spectre, but I just think it's a bit of maybe too much overcorrection. I think they should have been
Maybe.
focusing more on the Timbersaw.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, sometimes maybe a solution that got a bit more into the Quap and the Timber. Like, where was this Quap picked actually? Oh, Quap was last pick.
Right at the
okay.
end.
And Timber. Okay, so they didn't really have. They only had one pick to answer this. That makes sense.
Yeah,
And I think, to be fair, the Spectre is.
it's okay.
what you need
maybe
for it,
maybe
but
if
maybe
they'd
it's just
got
too
out
many
of the
hits.
lane, maybe if they got out to a better start, maybe it would have looked better. And they've got like 13-minute Orchid, and then Spectre. Then you really run the map on Spectre, but
Yeah, I mean, it
You
did
got
go
the
to
radiance.
63 minutes as per a standard Nathan game.
yeah, this is one standard deviation within Nathan's regular games. Yeah.
Yeah, which meant Pandemonium needed to win the second game.
Unfortunately, no, we
bells.
didn't see it.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was
hell.
this was a
Well, line it
a
up.
bit of a quick. So this is
Doesn't even dip down.
no,
ever.
this is,
No.
no. Well, there was
At the start, there was a 100 gold lead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
I'll give him
moose,
that.
this moose Necro is his ranked climbing hero. So,
Okay.
I mean, and Yam got a great start this time. Edgar got a great
Yeah.
start this time. Like, everybody had a great start this time. It was like they did the axe into the drow game, which was nice in lane, but then Yam did really well avoiding any sort of trouble. Farmed up. This Necro was just an absolute menace. Like, they didn't really have anything to answer it, so it was like, oh. When was the Necro picked actually?
It was overall last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a shame because like Luna and Shaman like are both super low range, so I don't think you can really avoid getting harassed by Necro. You've been playing a fair bit of Shaman recently, haven't you, Ryan? Like it's if you
I've played him a
do
little
get
bit.
yeah, I mean if you're ever in a situation where someone can hit you and use a spell on you at the same time as Shaman, I feel like you're not happy about that
Yeah.
because you're supposed
just-
to be able to hit them and that you just do more damage.
Yeah, and I always forget to cast the wards first before I then shackle. So I'm just
So
like
you
stood
do
there
the-
shackling, and I'm like, "Team, I've got one. Come get them."
So the classic shackles into ult play. That's your bread and butter.
Yeah, shackles. Then wait until the spell's finished, and then you cast your next spell.
Yeah, that's good. Now you wait until their face boots are off cooldown so they can walk out. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I mean, recently I think I've just been playing in the IDL, so I've basically just been playing Lion, and then one or two other heroes, and then we decide actually let's go back to Lion if we can.
The Lion is just that
So,
good.
Yeah.
what it
I
is.
think your
He's-
Lion is and I don't mean this rudely. Your Lion is shockingly good because I think Lion's kind of a dog shit hero. So the fact that
Oh,
you're
really?
managing to look good on Lion, I think is very impressive. Yeah, I think
I
he's
just-
tragic.
I just think he's really fun.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you know,
great.
He's
Yeah.
simple, you go in, you stun, you zap, and you run away or die.
Suck.
You
You good at that bit?
yeah, a bit of, a
You've
bit of
done your
sucking as
job.
well.
Yeah, you've done your job.
Exactly. Yeah, I seem to. I don't know. I seem to not to make this about me now that we're talking about someone else's team, but
No,
like,
hey, it's
I
your
think
podcast episode.
There's
This
some
is about you.
seasons. I think I remember. I don't know which team I was on, but there was like 1 or 2 seasons where I basically just played Lich, like only ever played Lich. And then this season it's been basically just Lion.
This is captain's mode. If you can get away with it, I think it's good. Like if you've got a hero that's working, I don't see why you should change it.
Yeah.
Personally.
Absolutely. So that means, unfortunately, that we say goodbye to Pandemonium.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Pandemonium.
Bye.
And that
See
means
you next season.
See you next season. Yeah, that means that 2 Alexes and a snubbed AF Moose secure top 4 and move on to play Scream Team. Let's take a look at the first game. This was the last game.
You're not supposed to scream. Someone screams at you. You don't scream, Ryan.
Where was the first game?
Yeah, I had to change my the tag on the right hand side to Herd. I think it might have been Pete or Henry's suggestion.
Right.
Yeah.
Game 1.
Game 1 was
the Offlane Alchemist.
This was the Offlane Alchemist. So yeah, the Carry Axe and Offlane Alchemist. It wasn't really a Carry Axe and it wasn't really an Offlane Alchemist.
Yeah.
We just swapped the roles so that it was nicest as possible for us. And
can I ask, seeing as I'm an outsider in this, obviously you guys know what the why you did it. What was that? Because JPK was scared of playing into the Tide as Alk, or what was the reasoning? Why did he want that?
We just thought mainly it was Axe would just be better into Moose, and Moose is a lot better. I don't think Yam will mind me saying that Moose is a lot better than Yam, just because there's like a 6,000 MMR difference. So we were like, put Mogger in the lane where he can't really lose, and then put JPK in the free lane. That was the kind of the plan, or the freer lane. And also Axe is really good into the double melee, so I kind of fancied that.
Yeah.
Not sure what Strats thinks I did to deserve the losing lane. That was a bit. It gave me that later on as well when I was 500 gold ahead in one of the other games. Anyway,
we were in the safe lane, weren't we?
We were in the safe lane. Yeah.
Is this the one where we swapped the lanes? Yeah.
Yeah. But
how did you? I don't think you lost that lane. That's weird.
Apparently we did. We did though.
I guess. Yeah, it's fine. It was close. It was a very close lane.
Yeah. There was a little bit of trolling going on in this game, but when we went high ground about 4 times and kept dying.
Yeah.
Is that where the various dips are in your network?
I reckon
it starts to come back.
I can see one at 28 minutes.
Yeah.
I see one obviously at 43, then another at 52 or 47.
And there was another one.
I think after each one,
and another one right at the end, where you nearly threw the game away.
Yeah.
I think after once or twice, I was like, guys, maybe we should like not lose. At this
Maybe we should not.
Yeah. I mean,
captain's commands do not lose.
Captain's command. This was an interesting draft because we thought this was going to be a Yam drought first, and then we were kind of think, well, we first got the Wraith King pick come out from them, and we thought, I think, that this was going to be a Yam Wraith King, and then they picked Drow, and we were like, hi, it's going to be Yam Drow, and then they picked Tide last pick, and we were like, oh, it's going to be Edgar on the mid.
Yeah, this was a confusing one as a viewer as well, because the first phase Wraith King isn't something we've seen from. We've only really seen it from 2 teams this season, which is your team and Goo Crew. So seeing them pull that out was a bit of a surprise, because I didn't really see a reason why, off the top of my head, that they would pick it straight up.
They just didn't want to let us get it, I think, so.
Okay. Well, that's fair, I suppose. I just... I feel like also early picking the Shaker and then putting it into the support role kind of gimped its early game a bit. It was a really hard game for Shaker to get in because you had the Zeus global shit. He did do great. It's just like, but going into the mid game when you've got Zeus, you've got Veno wards, you've got an Axe always in the wings, you've got an Alchemist with a Radiance. I don't really know how you're supposed to get fights going as Shaker. It feels really difficult. And, oh god, we saw Saboteur die so many times this game. He got bullied by Joe. Joe just really bullied him. It was really sad. He just kept like showing in one place for half a second, and Joe was like, "You're dead."
Yeah, no, there was quite a lot of that.
Saboteur got his revenge in the next games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Well,
against me anyway.
In the next game, we had So we actually swapped the off lane. It was then I went on to Tide and Moose went on to Act, which was a mistake.
Oh yeah, he's
because-
very, very good at axe.
Yes, yeah. He. There was
Yeah,
a.
wow.
I apologized to Moose for how offensive the offlane diff was in this entire series, because I think it's a different playstyle to Finn, but Moose, you know, when we're talking about best offlaner in the IDL, there's contention now because it's a very different playstyle, but Moose is like unbelievable at laning. Like actually, he knows every matchup. Oh, at least I think. I can't lane into him. I have no idea. And I think
It definitely depends on the hero he's playing. I would say that like Axe is a really, if you know how to play on Axe, I think you can basically play any lane as Axe. I don't think it really matters what you're playing against sometimes,
right,
because you can always do something as Axe. Similar to like Axe and Centaur, I feel like those are two offlaners where if you know what you're doing, you can play the lane anywhere. Whether it's playing the lane properly or whether it's going behind the tower, whether it's dragging waves, stacking waves. Like there's loads of things he can do. In this game, he basically got left alone and pulled the waves into camps and farmed camps and waves at the same time.
yeah.
And like Joe was sitting under his tier 1 tower farming the waves, scratching his head like, shit, what am I supposed to be doing right
He
now?
doesn't pull. He doesn't know
Well,
to pull.
There wasn't
Or
a pull,
refuses.
like, because Moose grabbed the wave between the tier 1 and 2 and then pulled it up
No,
into
but
a
I mean-
medium camp.
But I mean, that's the I think it's, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's real. Joe doesn't like pulling, or he doesn't like
No, he
when
doesn't.
people
He
pull
doesn't
in
actually
his
like
lane.
doing that.
So if
He
anything, that
doesn't.
should be a dream scenario for him because there's nothing to do.
Yeah,
Except-
it is true. It's like, I feel like it was effectively a farm trade between the two, but Moose just got off to such a good start. He just sort of turbocharged his farm, and then he got his blink at 15 minutes with a Vanguard and a Blade Mail. And it's like,
Yeah, I remember the call when that came out, and I was just, I was thinking, oh,
Yeah.
dear.
oh dear, yeah, oh dear
Oh,
indeed. And they're like, well, and suddenly you've got an axe problem, and Henry's like, I don't know, guys, I get called and I die because my Kraken shell doesn't work against call.
Yeah.
And you
It's a
just die
reverse
in
of the
that
rules.
duration.
Meanwhile, I felt playing against Saboteur on the Shadow Demon was absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You were not
I
enjoying.
felt like I could not do anything, and I don't know. I wasn't tilting, but like I was kind of like, ugh.
To be fair, you weren't tilting, but you were going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't beat him. I can't beat him.
I can't beat him. He's too powerful.
You literally, you weren't though, right? Weren't you? I mean, we were just like, I felt a bit like a therapist. I was like, don't worry, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. You're like, but I don't know what to do. I can't go anywhere else. I
Exactly.
can't beat.
I'm a lich. Where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard. Shadow Demon's one of those heroes that once you play against a guy that's really good at Shadow Demon, you're like, well, this hero's like a magician. He does everything.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're good enough at him, he's... Oh, dude, I love Shadow Demon. I think he's
do you
such
think
a
like
cool hero.
having a support who can heal? Do you think that's a counter? Maybe. I don't know.
To Shadow Demon?
Yeah, like I don't know if you do Witch Doctor, maybe get like a point in the heal early on. Maybe that can help.
Potentially. I
'Cause
feel like
my health's always gone against Shadow Demon. So
yeah, trying to trade into him is probably a bad idea. Shadow Demon's one of those heroes you want to just kill in one go.
Yeah.
Because you're going to lose trades against him. You're not... Like, Lich is never going to win a trade against Shadow Demon, I don't think.
It's
'Cause
like-
just the way the damage works out.
I think with
Yeah.
Lich, the difficult bit is the Drow is really annoying poke damage. But if I think how we do that in hindsight is we both go around the side with a blood grenade, and you like max your Q, and then
Yeah.
I like max Gush, and we just like insta pop him.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
that's how you want to do it. Like, I'm looking at matchups now, and the best things against Shadow Demon are either things with heroes with lots of units, so like Chen, Lone Druid, Meepo, Brewmaster, or supports that are going to dive him, so Tusk and Marcy. So ones that are just going to because he can't stop like level 1 to 6 before he gets 6. He can't do anything about people diving on top of him. He can disrupt one person, but he's never going to be able to sort of push you back. So that's, yeah, Lich is kind of unfortunately pretty countered by Shadow Demon in general. So
I don't even remember why. I mean, we picked the Lich. I guess I just felt like it was okay at the time.
did
there
you
were
have
lots of
the
others-
option to pick
Well,
Lion?
Lion was banned.
No, we didn't. I mean, Lime was
First
banned.
phase
Yeah,
Lion ban.
I should say that. Yeah, Lime was banned. Otherwise, we would have definitely picked him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there's a small pool of heroes that I like to play, but I haven't played Lich for a while as well. And the matchup was unfortunate, I suppose. I don't think Crystal Maiden would have been much better, really.
Oh, see, it might have been
I don't know.
alright.
I
Do
guess
you
the
play
runes-
any melee heroes?
I don't.
Ogre. To
I
be fair,
mean,
you play Ogre.
Yeah, Ogre. Yeah.
I don't know if Ogre will, but I guess once you get
I
level
don't know.
2, maybe you get level 2 Ignite and kill him. I'm not sure. It's really hard. Like SD is a
Maybe.
hard hero to lane into.
Yeah. So that meant that we go into the final game, which is now an absolute knockout game. So the loser is going home in 4th place. And the winner goes to challenge for the title in 3rd place. And that
Who's
winner
it
was
gonna
two
be?
Alexes
Oh.
from the bottom ropes.
Boo.
What? Why boo?
Because
Well,
we
boo for
got
us.
Scream Team guys
Yeah,
here.
we do.
The underdogs got
Yeah.
defeated.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
seriously,
in solidarity for you
good on
guys.
them.
Yeah.
No, good. They did play well, so you can't take that away from them.
Yeah.
And once again, Saboteur on the Shadow Demon.
That's a
being incredibly
criminal
annoying.
minus 41 imp overall.
Yeah,
I don't
also-
think that's very fair.
Also, again, strats. Sorry, bottom lane's a draw, but I'm 5-0-1 with a 1,500 gold lead, but it's a draw.
What am I?
Sorry, that's a
You're
draw.
not
What am I
salty,
compared
though.
to? I'm not doing too bad either.
No, apparently it's a draw. Anyway.
Anyway. So they first picked the SD this time, and
Yeah.
if I'm honest, this looks like one of the better SD game I'm gonna see. Considering they first phased it, I do think you guys maybe underreacted to this hero.
Potentially, but I don't think we really knew what that was. The bit that was this. Listen, there's a hero that's standing out to me on the Scream Team draft.
Based?
No, on the Scream Team draft.
Oh, okay.
That I think.
How flamey are we gonna get?
No, I think in hindsight it was the wrong hero, but at the time I fully respected that it was like in Pete's head he was like, this is the hero I'm gonna do the best at, because he did say he was like, I'm not gonna pick SD because Spirit Breaker because that's gonna do awful. The Viper, don't know what happened to the Viper, but he felt like
Banned.
he did, it was banned. Yeah, Viper's banned. I think what we could have done is put me mid or Pete mid on the Darkseer, and I picked something else off lane rather than the
That could have
Necro,
worked.
because the Necro,
I will say,
I just think it was not a good pick.
Going into the last pick phase, did it not occur to Pete that maybe they were dangling this Necro pick in front of his nose like a shiny toy?
I don't think it
Because they had the opportunity to ban it, and they were like, "No, we shall not."
They banned Zeus Viper. To be fair, there are two other of his best ones.
Yeah, it's. You should have picked Shaker.
Yeah, I mean, this Primal Beast pick was like fucking unbelievable. It was just.
It's a good pick.
We couldn't do anything about it. It was amazing. Bojo played incredibly on this. It gave me Ed Scaife vibes on this Grimstroke.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good.
It's a good game for it. Like, with the Primal, with the Tiny, like, you just stand at the back and spam out your shit. You don't care. Like, you can do whatever you want in the fights because, like, you're just not a priority. But then you just get to shit out so many spells on Grimstroke. Because, like, who's going to get on the back line to deal with this Grim? He's not going to be in Vision, so Spectre can't. Necro and Darkseer, you've got your hands busy with Tiny and Primal. You can't afford to just run through and find a Grimstroke.
Yeah.
So you've just got these two supports, SD and Grim, just spamming out poisons and ink swells and silences, and they just get a free game. It's so difficult for you guys to play around that.
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
You should have got Silencer.
Mate, Silencer would have been pretty good actually, wouldn't it? I'm not sure if. Well, we could have maybe put it on you, Rai.
Yeah,
Silencer would have been actually really good this game for you guys. Like, obviously, hindsight, you'd have had to pick it at some point in the middle of the draft. But like,
it didn't even. I don't think it even crossed. No one's said anything about it. So
yeah, it didn't cross.
Because once they've picked the Grim and the SD, Silencer's just like, yeah, this is good. Because those heroes don't really want to buy a Dispel. They want to buy Range and Blinks, and that's kind of it. And then like maybe an Aghanims later on. So they'd have to divert their path quite heavily to get one of those.
Yeah.
But, you live and learn.
You live and learn. Well, unfortunately for Scream Team, they do not live, they die. And they are out
dead
of the tournament. I will
Yeah,
say,
this will be
right,
our last
It was a tough,
episode with.
series.
it was a very tough series, and I think they were just a better team on the day. Like they just picked a little bit better than us, and they just played a little bit better than us. Simple as. Like, so congrats to them. They go up, and they will be playing against the loser of the upper bracket final, which is Gukru against the Sword of Dagicles,
Sword of
which
Dagicles.
will be
Does that happen?
tomorrow. No, that's
Okay.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not nervous.
No. Well, you should be. Because guess who you're going to be facing in the off lane?
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? It's like we've written this
I'm back,
story.
bitch. I'm
Who
back.
keeps they come they come to our team for the good heroes when they need them, for the good players.
Yeah, they pick and choose from the screen team.
Yeah.
Are you guys the academy team?
We're the academy team. We're like the
Right, Ryan's gone
Guru
out of
Academy.
Gukru 1 to form
Yeah.
the Gukru Academy team.
Yeah.
That's actually
Oh, that
kinda
would have been a
sick.
sick team name.
I was hoping for like
Academy.
if it was my team versus Gukru in the final, it would have been great narratively,
Oh yeah, it would have been
The
really
whole-
good.
Darth
whole
Maul.
saga in my head, and then but that's
Well, you'll have to come back next year,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, next year we'll have Gukru 5 versus Scream Team 2.
Whatever number. Maybe it'll just swap. Between...
Oh,
Well,
maybe
you'll just
Scream
go
Team will
from
become the primetime
Scream Team
franchise.
2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the public domain, so people can, use it.
Yep.
Scream Team will get sponsored by some big corporation, and then they'll go to the moon.
Yeah.
So who would that be? Blue Origin?
Emirates.
Bezos is No, but Blue Origin is Bezos is
Oh, actually to the moon.
His
I see
penis
what you're
rocket
doing,
company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so Gukru Dagicles tomorrow. Next week we'll do lower bracket final going into the grand final.
Yep. And then
So, yeah,
so we've only got
it's,
3 series left for
For the upper bracket, for the main bracket.
Yeah. For the
Did
main
we didn't have any spoons, did we?
We had no spooners. No.
I don't think there
no
was
spooners. No one was spooning.
Ones that
Well.
there's 2 more. No, one more. There's only the spoon finals.
So who's spoon final?
Right.
That's
Strong opinions and.
I can't remember who else.
Oh no,
is
wait,
in
no,
it,
there is one more game to go, isn't there? There's
it's the lower
Tidebound
bracket
versus
final,
the lower brackets.
which is the
I don't
Yeah,
Tidebound-
Tidebound versus CBA.
CBA, and then that potentially could be the
And the
rematch
winner of
for
that goes into
Tidebound
the finals.
against,
Yeah.
Yeah, if they win, or CBA.
So we've got a few more games. Yeah, a few more.
Yeah.
I have got one. I've got a
5
Dota
series.
buff for one of the AD series.
Okay,
by the way.
fire it in. Fire it in.
Strats doesn't track ability draft games, so we'll have to use
okay.
Dota buff.
Yeah, Strats has
Strats
a bit weird for
doesn't-
me recently.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It just said to me it doesn't track ability draft games because I tried putting the link in, like
And it
the
just said it
number.
doesn't.
It said it said we don't follow these games. Sorry, bro.
Oh.
I've only got
Sorry, bro.
from this series. I've only got that one, and then I've got
Let's have a look.
2 other ones
Monkey
from
Egg
another
Custard
series.
Fuck you, JJ.
Versus Cum.
Yeah, I think the best way to check skill builds is to scroll down and have a look at the bottom bit and
Aha.
try and deduce what people's builds are there.
Yeah,
So
let's have a look. So we had, let's go through. So first of all, Higgsy was playing this Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger had Arctic Burn, Time Walk, The Calling, and Shadow Dance.
yeah, so it's worth mentioning in AD now, Shadow Dance doesn't have a regen component. That's tied to Slark's innate. So Shadow Dance is just the going invis bit and untargetable.
Mhm.
So yes, that's what happens there.
Yep, that's what happens there. This was okay. I don't think I'm gonna go through everybody's build. Was there any?
No, I don't.
Oh,
like,
I was gonna say, was there any standout
Oh yeah,
builds?
this Muerta build was OP as fuck.
Okay,
Like,
so this
Yeah,
was
time lock on a range.
holy shit,
And Gunslinger.
Gunslinger and Time Lock.
And then he got Muerta ult as well. Like he was basically like a Muerta on fucking roids.
It was like Muerta, but just
Mhm.
ultra carry Muerta. Like
Yeah,
just better
and
than
he did
Muerta.
that. He actually just ultra carried. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, I mean he
Like
did go
40k
25 and
damage.
1. So I think Samuel is the highest rated AD player in the league. Is that right?
I believe so. I think in
That's a lot
this
of games.
whatever it's called, in like the AD MMR or
AD
whatever,
MMR is
he's the
separate to
highest.
IDL. Yeah.
Yeah, he's higher than me because I'm dog shit at AD. So that makes sense.
Yeah, well, this
I
was
think I probably have
Very
about
bad.
22 games to my name. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. And then we had this next game, which was research and
yeah.
schlevelopment.
Yeah. So
That's
it was supposed to be.
fatality.
It was going to be research and development, but then I think whoever was entering the sheet, I just let them spell it, and I just liked the spelling, or we liked the spelling so much we just left it.
Development. Research.
Schlevelopment in my head.
Yeah,
Research
schlevelopment. It is schlevelopment.
Schlevelopment. Research and schlevelopment.
I think
we
it's
got-
also worth saying that Seb is also very good at AD, and I think he showed that in both of these games. He went
Yeah,
on a
I-
fucking tear.
Ooh.
Yeah, I poached Seb, and he's doing all the braining.
Yeah,
for
he's
it.
definitely got the brain for AD right now.
Although Robbie's got a huge amount of games as well. But
did
Seb
Robbie
seems to
have
dive
this
into
game?
he seems to really dive into the science of AD. You know.
Yeah, how did Seb? Seb might be the biggest sciencer in the league. Whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
in
That's why I
28
got. That's why I got Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin as the icon for the team. I had 5 minutes. I had 5 minutes to make the stuff, so I was just like, oh,
Seb
shit.
is something of a scientist himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why it's research and schlevelopment.
Because they're going to schlevel up.
They're gonna schlevel up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I remember someone it might have been in this game. They had, I don't know what hero it is, but they had like a ranged hero, and they had an ability that would have been on a melee hero, and then whenever they shot it at me, like it like popped off, and I was like, I didn't know you could even do that, but I don't even know.
That might have been the
I
next
don't know what
game.
hero that is.
That might
It might
have been the
it
next
may
game.
well have been next game.
Yeah.
Was I Timbersaw this one?
you were.
You were
yes.
Timbersaw in this one.
Yeah.
And this game you were playing Grimstroke.
Who was I?
And who was
Grimstroke
the
with.
ranged hero with the. Oh, Crystal Maiden
it
and
was
Janada.
it Split Shot?
No, it's Janada.
Oh,
with
that
Crystal
one.
Maiden, surely.
Not
Maybe
the
it
Split
was
Shot on the
that.
Dawnbreaker. That's the other way around, isn't it?
Or it might have been the. Either way, it was just I didn't even know you could turn that into a ranged ability and ability.
Yeah.
So that was just like, oh, that's fun.
So that's a ranged
Yeah, there's a
stun
lot
with
of
right click
OP shit. Yeah,
and
it's
a crit.
really good.
Was this a cat? Like, did QC? No, QC played at support. Huh. I guess just like Bounty
I
Hunter.
think it's
but
fine
ranged.
to play
Yeah.
like a ranged support.
I mean,
with
it's
Janada, that's
basically
fine, I
Bounty
think.
Hunter. Like, Crystal Nova is kind of a slow. Shuriken Toss is a slow. Basically, just
But I
Bounty
mean,
Hunter with
Yeah.
like.
Story of
Rupture.
this game is Finn created Ultra Lich, and
Let's have a look at Finn's
demolished
build.
people on Ultra Lich.
Ultra Lich.
'Cause
Oh
instead
my
of
god!
chain yeah.
Ultra Lich.
So he had 2 Frost Blasts and a Chain Frost, and
Yeah.
and a way to AoE stun people.
Yeah.
So he's just created like Lich or like.
Did he go?
Ultra
Did he?
Lich,
Oh my
Lich,
god!
Lich.
I'm about to look at the item build.
He was insane
But
with
if
the
he
chain
ink swelled
frost.
himself, and then got a blink dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yes. He just
Yeah, he
went
can
in
just-
and killed everybody.
He can just do everything
Wait, did he go
himself,
Ags?
basically.
Wait, why did he not go
Nah.
Ags? Because then he would have had
Because
Shuriken Toss.
Shuriken's the only thing that benefits from the Ags.
Oh, so it doesn't bounce because they're not tracked. I see. So
Yeah.
if they were tracked, he could have had a bounce on everybody and an ult on everybody, and that would have been Ultra
Right.
Lich. But then he wouldn't have been able to have ult. So I guess
Then he wouldn't have been able to have ult. Yeah, so it's. I think that what he did here was better, probably on balance, than having track. Well, I
Maybe
suppose
he
actually,
could,
if he'd had track, holy shit, he would have done well.
I guess if Witch Doctor was in the pool, could you get a hero with like all bounce abilities?
Yeah,
Also, do you
everybody
not
just
like- You
bouncing
cast-
around like bom, 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 bom.
Cask, the Shuriken, the Chain Frost. What would another one be? Oh, Hoodwink, Acorn.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got 4 there. Damn.
That's a good spot. Yeah, I can't think of any more off the dome. I guess Noxious Plague.
Yeah,
Oh
kind
yeah,
of.
is that's the Venom ult? Is it?
Yeah,
That's the Venom.
kind
Yeah.
of bounces.
The COVID.
Yeah,
Henry, are
Code.
you in this? Are you in AD?
No,
are you in this league, or are you
no.
you're just observing?
I'm just observing. Yeah. I would have loved to, but I just have no time on my hands these days.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that was the 3 AD games we had, and
Should we do Team of the Week?
yeah, then we've got Team of the Week, which
Oh,
doesn't,
should we say the
doesn't
results?
include-
Did we see the results as well? I think or should I say?
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah,
say.
no, I
Yeah,
think they flashed up.
They won-
on the
they won
screen,
both.
Yeah,
They
It
did
was-
win both. Yeah.
They were very good.
yeah,
Bird
they were very,
fatality.
But it was,
Fatality.
but they were fun. AD, it's fun.
I
No,
think
I don't know
it's
if I'm a-
kind of fun. AD still
Yeah.
bothers me.
I'm not a confirmed AD head yet, but I can get into it. It's like a kind of a refreshing break between the IDL seasons.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, let me
And it's a good way for me to stretch my brain when I'm not having to think about regular Dota.
Stretch my brain. I mean,
I think
not...
we can see this. I think we can see this.
Yeah, we can see it. They can't see it. Yeah.
Stream cannot see what we're looking at right now.
I don't know these zoomers and these streamers.
Yeah.
It's all it's very clever, isn't it?
It's very it's newfangled. I must say, I don't want to. I mean, Nathan's gonna have a go at me, but I hope Nathan does actually watch the pod. Okay, Nathan, I'm sorry for saying I'm sorry for saying what I'm about to say, but I'm already getting excited for next season. Like, I don't want to take away from any of the remaining games, but man, I love the idea. Like the draft segment of like the year when everyone's picking teams is so good, and it's good content.
The tension. I love that.
I do. I like draft casting. That's what one of my I like doing those. They're quite fun.
I quite liked it in the trap house when everyone went off into their own room.
Yeah, that was
it kind of ramped up the drama of it a little bit.
It was mega drama. Yeah. I just want to say as well, a little booster again. We have. I'm going to put a post in Trap House this week about some potential locations and places. Doing a bit of research at the weekend, and then if everyone can put their availability and start filling up the sheet, we now know it's roughly going to be in the Midlands, and it's going to be the dates are set. So if you have a look in the Trap House Discord, if you're not in that, comment or message me or anything, and
find us
in the meetups Discord. And so we can start as soon as I know some rough numbers, I can start properly looking and getting something locked in. So
I think eventually we're probably just gonna have to get like a marquee in a field somewhere.
We could
we could do camping. We could do camping.
Well, the thing is, I love camping, but it can be quite polarizing for some people.
I think we should definitely do camping.
I think a lot of people I think a lot of IDLers love camping. I do.
Yeah.
Well,
you get to shit. You get to shit in the woods.
But what you'd take like a generator, get a generator or something, or solar panel.
Bro, how are we getting a solar panel? Where
are we
sourcing this from?
Well, I threw that in for Pete, so that I'm not just
No, let's get a twin turbo diesel generator.
And let's remove if they have a catalytic converter, let's remove it.
Let's remove that, and let's
pump for no reason.
Let's pump it straight into a children's school.
Wait, as opposed to a grown-up school? Or?
I don't know. I was talking like
it's more tragic.
Yeah, let's pump it straight.
Pump it into a fucking orphanage then.
Let's do it into an orphanage. And then
we're getting demonetized.
No, don't worry. We've never been
Squarespace are going to cancel our sponsorship.
Can we get a sponsorship? Is that like we have 100 viewers a week?
We haven't got enough viewers.
Sure,
guys, I have something to say.
Okay.
I really love the taste of this drink.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I can put
really
us back
love the taste of this drink.
Hold it up again, Rye. Okay, yeah. So we can get maybe a sponsorship there. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't think Pete. Speaking of Pete and not liking things, he would not like it if we were sponsored by the Coca-Cola Corporation.
That's true. I forgot that was Coca-Cola.
That's a joke, by the way.
I wasn't joking. I was like, yeah, Fanta bussing, no key, like Orangina. But then I forgot it is actually owned by Coca-Cola.
It is.
Yeah, can I just say, I always say this when Fanta comes up. American Fanta is dog shit.
Yeah,
they don't even have real orange juice. No real orange juice in it. It's horrible.
Yeah, I tried one of those in a can. I got like in a corner shop. Sometimes they got like the import cans, and I tried it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You're like, exactly. We've got it so good. Anyway,
back to
yes. I think eventually you'll just have to be in a field somewhere.
That is
the amount of people that are coming.
I might genuinely put a poll in to say, can we do would people want a camping trip? Because there is a lot of people. I think we have potentially 30 people coming this time.
IDL goes Glastonbury.
I'm not sure about that. That could be trying to organise.
No, we could start our own one. I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a music festival. We could get a musical guest fellowship.
Yeah. What's the critical mass to make a festival?
You know
30.
what?
Yeah.
30.
Seb's in a band.
There is also I can't remember if it's the same weekend, but there is a fellowship concert, maybe on the Friday night, I think.
For Trap House.
Of the Trap House weekend. I think it might be in Birmingham. And it's in Birmingham. It's in Wolverhampton, yeah, which is
we've got to
I could drive up, yeah.
Everyone go buy tickets.
Maybe don't quote me. That might be wrong. That might be wrong.
It might be
maybe
this weekend I will finalize it. I promise you all this weekend.
Quote him on the maybe.
In fact, I'm writing in my calendar now.
It's not legally binding what I say, so. It's
Have you
okay.
got Custard's gig
Oh.
on your calendar?
Oh, what's this? That's Jim
House planning.
Pod, Dinham's IDL subbing for Goo, Press Night,
Yeah.
Get Jeans twice, overlapping there.
Yeah, I was just making sure I was getting jeans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cancel on that ass. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's move off this. They can't see my screen. Now they are going to be able to see
No,
my
they
Just
screen
box yourself.
as I move
Box
back
yourself.
onto Team of the Week. So first card
Yeah.
is Bojo.
Woo!
There we
Oh,
go,
Bojo.
Bojo. Brandon Rancer.
Gojo.
Gojo.
Yep.
Bojo Gojo. I mean, this is an 8 imp card. We don't have many games this week, so this is an
Oh.
8.
Yeah, there is a low. It's a low average.
I'm
Is
wondering.
this the lowest
No.
player that?
The lowest
Okay.
is
No, it's not.
lowest is Semmel, and Semmel got an MVP card on Shadow Fiend with 3 imp. So
Ooh.
there's yet to be a
Yeah.
negative imp card. That would be funny.
Well,
But
30 assists. I mean, Bojo was playing. I remember Bojo playing very well on this. So
yeah,
he
yeah.
was,
So next card was 8. I hate it.
Pete's always here.
Pete's been
Yeah.
absolutely card farming this season. It must be said.
Also,
He
can I
really
just say,
has.
What is Pete's profile picture? Is it someone
It's
like
from
carrying a tray?
it's from one of the what was it? What was the game? Was it like Jackbox? Like one of the
Oh, no,
drawing party games?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I believe
just
it's like
curious
this is like a
what it's supposed to be.
versus character or something that was
Because it's
created.
like they look like a naked flesh blob. It's carrying some kind of tray,
I would.
and they have shoes, but they don't have arms.
No, I think
So, like,
it's
what-
the body of a Goomba and then like a weird regular person on top.
It's like hideous. Or is their
Yeah.
head coming out of a like a jar of stuff?
I have no
And then
idea, right?
There's another organism underneath balancing the table on its
There's
head.
an organism. There's a cell.
To me, it looks like a caution sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
does.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, hold on.
It's like
Oh,
radioactive. or
very
something.
bad.
Very
Very bad.
bad. Carrie
Looks like Carrie
Brown's
Brownstein,
My beloved.
my beloved.
So
Okay.
this is what Carrie Brownstein looks like. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can the creator of this image speak in the comments?
Yeah. Creative-
Like,
they will be
subscribe.
watching. They will be watching.
We should make an NFT out of this.
Yeah, we should make NFTs.
It's better than all of them.
Also, I'm thinking overall season MVP. Matt, I'm thinking we can print that season MVP card.
I can do it. Yeah, I'll just give it to myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can you get like embossed gold print?
Can you do embossed? That would be
Oh.
sick on card, like a card. print.
Yes, kind of. It's expensive, so kind
maybe
of.
not.
Yes.
How about we do top 5 MVP cards of the season? Get like
I
a
could print. I could
non-embossed,
print them. Yeah.
Just print.
I could do. I could do some nice ones. Yeah.
And then we can get them like in A4 or even A3. That'd be fucking sick.
I could
People
do
have
them
a
in
poster.
A1.
Holy shit! People could have a
Or
fat
A0.
poster. That would be sick.
I
Okay.
could do an A0.5 if you want.
Oh my god. Okay. Right. Next one. JPK with a 13 imp. Oh, this was the out game. This was
That
good.
was a good game.
This was
that was
very,
a really
very
good game.
good.
Yeah.
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 Um.
You could feel his impact in that game.
So-
did
17
have
to
an
17.
impact. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Joe. Joe's another one who's had. Joe's always had. I mean, this season and last season. I think he's the all-time holder of most MVP cards
Has our team had the most MVP cards?
this season. I mean,
We
it
don't wanna
always
get-
does if I'm in it because
Don't want to accuse of bias, to be honest, but
It might do.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's no bias though, because I've only ever had one. So,
yeah, but Henry holds all the.
I do the
holds all
data.
the
I do
cards.
the yeah.
Yeah.
I hold the cards.
are you trying to keep me down?
Moving on.
If Matt,
Oh Lord, this is
6.
coming
Uh-oh.
close. Moose
Oh, that's a
Alex.
really good game though.
Yeah, it was as well.
That was a
He
really
literally
good game
popped-
from
he
Moose.
popped off. Yeah, Moose has
Yeah,
had
he
a couple of
popped
cards this season. To be fair, so I think he's had 3 this season, maybe 4. No, I think 3.
3 sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Really
been
good game.
very good this season. And then our last card for MVP is actually a decent imp. Saboteur.
Yeah.
Although
15. Oh
lowest-
yeah.
the lowest rated. This rating is going to get revised for next season.
Yeah, it's the death. So the death is going to be the denominator for it, or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
it is the deaths. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. So
It's like kill participation divided by deaths on a logarithmic scale with imp involved, something like that.
yeah, but the deaths like maybe aren't always as important, right? They're not always such a key indicator of how well someone did, just because they died
Yeah.
a few more times.
yeah. So if it's logarithmic, does that mean the more you die, the more the impact is? Like, the
Should we
impact's
have a quick look?
accelerating. I should know this.
Let's have a quick look. Oh wait, quick turn off.
I know
Oh
because
my god, I
logarithmic
almost
is it like
that was quick.
it's
I
kinda
almost
like
just
that.
leaked my API key. Let's have a look at how it's calculated. So
let's judge you
Have
by
you got it
the
all
code.
in one file?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
he's got
one- it's one-
try accept clauses. You know, that's good. Oh, I don't like this if LF, 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 LF.
No, because this is all the fucking heroes that don't work.
These are the
and I just
exceptions.
correct them, and it's a really easy way
I
to
feel,
correct them.
I feel like this should be in like a CSV file.
Yeah, it probably should, but I just keep it all in one.
Yeah.
So
Naughty.
we've got the calculate the hero, calculate.
Oh, you should
the-
put it in a
I forgot
function
what it
name.
is.
Calculate player rating. I saw it.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
kills, deaths,
Yeah.
assists, rating equals. So, oh yeah, where's the calculate player rating?
You can do, yeah.
Oh yeah, here you
There
go.
you go.
If deaths is 0, set the deaths to 1. If
Yeah.
imp is set imp to
Oh, yeah.
-9, basically if it's lower
Okay,
than
doesn't like that.
-10.
Whatever.
It doesn't
What?
like -10 for some reason.
Yeah, so
Oh, so you don't
for
get a log
imp-
0.
No,
Okay.
yeah. So you don't get log 0. So for imp, log the imp plus 10 and times it by 2.2, and then do kills and
Yeah.
assists plus 1 over deaths plus 1, and then log the KDA ratio and times it by 8.5, and then do 62 plus those two things, and then
Oh, no, I just think that the more deaths you have, the less impact they have, because I think a log graph is like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it means that they don't get absolutely finished by the deaths if they're like
Yeah, yeah. So maybe if you have like you go from 0 to 1 deaths, it's a big.
I need to
impact, but
scale
then,
the
like-
logarithmic basically, I think, and then do some other stuff. Anyway, so that is it, yeah. And it caps the rating at 101. So if you have a 101 rated card, that's the best you can possibly get. No
so,
one's ever
so
got
if
that
I
yet.
like, so if someone goes like 20 million and 0, they'll get
I
101.
think if they have like 50 imp and they go like 50, then they'll get 101 card, which that has
I had a game yesterday where I got negative 68 imp. What score would that get me?
I
Do you
mean,
want
I
to
can
plug it
calculate
in?
it. I can calculate it. Wait,
What's the, well, yeah. How would you get a 0? How do you get,
I think
zero?
the minimum was, is it 62 it could be 62 plus minus something, right?
Yeah, imp contribution, KDA. Yeah, so it'll be at 62.
Oh, it's 64.
Oh yeah,
I've got the
yeah,
stats
it'd be
here.
62. But if we don't do the 62 and we just
Yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah,
is the
it
62
was-
there? Is it just to
it's
make it the
it's
numbers
just so
higher?
people, because sometimes you could get by the deaths, you could get like a 50 rated card. That'd be pretty ass. So it basically means that the
Okay.
lowest card someone's gonna get is like a high 60s.
Yes, it's psychological.
Yeah,
Yes.
it works
Well
out like a bell curve basically. This whole thing.
Okay.
Anyway, back to
Oh, what's with these import statements in the middle of the file? Come on.
hold on. What you on about? Oh yeah, sorry, I was
You
just
should run this through a formatter.
yeah. It's just lazy coding. for me.
Ryan's, you're such a critic. Leave him alone. He did this.
Oh, it's
for
all
fun.
wrong. It's all wrong.
The
Not
most
that,
difficult,
not that I'm gonna help.
the most difficult part of this, which you're not gonna like,
Oh my god!
is the array.
Put this in a file.
Nope. Just get it, whack it. Because I
I'm
mean, I literally.
not an array. It's a dictionary.
Sorry, it's a dictionary.
I think I've learned.
I have to just basically just add another line whenever I want someone else. It's amazing, and I just copy and paste and
Yeah,
change them.
you
It's
can do that
easy.
in a file.
Yes, but this is lazy, and I can't be asked.
I know I'm roasting you. It's fine.
That's yeah. The hardest bit about this was getting the actual API to work. So I defined the
So,
query.
speaking of, someone could probably pause that now and check your API key.
No, they can't because it's turned. I've got it on the other screen. I've turned it off.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'll turn it
It's
back
not
on.
at the top of the file. Then.
Wait, yeah. I'm not going to turn it on now but basically, it was blocking me, so I had to create a fake browser to use the API key with Cloud Scraper in order to
So
actually
did it
access
think
it.
you?
So it
Did it
thinks,
think you were like
thinks
DDoSing
I'm
or
it
something?
thinks I'm Mozilla Firefox now,
Okay.
which is good. But yeah,
It's better than
anyway.
Chrome.
Well, if that's a backup, just in case it
Anyway.
blocks that. Anyway,
Oh my
anyway,
god, you did have that.
yeah.
Should we do
so-
some Ryan questions?
Yeah, we have some questions
Oh,
for you. Ryan.
okay.
So let's go to
Oh,
individual.
oops.
So Goo Crew Bait with the first question says,
Okay.
one Goo Crew member, past or present, is an imposter. Who are you ejecting out of the airlock?
I know who it is. It's
Oh.
the usurper, surely.
So that includes, yeah, okay. Yeah,
There's only
I
one
mean,
person who usurped the brand name.
Yeah, it's Charlie.
It's got to be.
It's got to
Yeah,
be
he's
Nice
done it.
Charlie. Goodbye, Nice
He's
Charlie.
not. He's not a real one.
He's
not
a wrong un.
He's a wrong un. Yeah.
I'll allow like Lilith. Lilith is all right because they were kind of like corralled in by the usurper. It's
Yeah.
not their fault. So
Yep. Question 2: as as Nice Charlie flails out into the void, Nice Charlie catches one last look at you through the spacecraft window. Involuntarily, they attempt to let out a scream with the final air that will ever fill their lungs. Of course, no sound comes out, as they are in the abyssal vacuum of space. Do they, or do they not love Ryan?
oh no, they do because they knew it was the right choice.
I don't know though, Ryan. If they really loved you, would he have taken Gukru from you?
No, yeah, maybe he never did.
Maybe he never
Yeah.
did. Let out a scream with the final ever air. That is.
Thank you, Good Crew, mate. This is a great
This is
question.
amazing.
Thank you.
news
This
for
is-
me.
This is very narrative. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only you guys hadn't got knocked out, you could have carried on going.
Oh yeah. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Okay, question.
Maybe I'll have to go on like maybe Finn can reform the Goo Crew.
Well, he's
And
back
then
next
I'll
season.
Oh.
We'll have to see.
Oh, I like this. Nathan
Yeah.
got
Okay.
it wrong.
Name
Oh no.
not. Now
Is that did they add like hyphens or is that just nothing there?
Now,
There's
no,
nothing
no,
there.
no, it's nothing there. Now that you have
I
been
believe
granted
this is Nathan.
gainful employment, how do you manage maintaining your peak Dota performance whilst having more responsibilities and drains on your time? Do you think having an externally imposed schedule will limit your ability to reach numbered immortal rank from playing against drunks playing at 3 a.m.?
So, can I just, for context, I think Nathan didn't watch last week's episode with Finn, so he must have thought this was
Oh.
with Finn.
I mean, I have recently gained employment.
Oh,
as
is
well.
it?
No, I
but
think this
that
is for you. I
public?
think this is for you because it does say questions
Okay.
for Ryan, and the last one was
Yeah,
questions
it
for
Does.
dot.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe
Star,
I'm
star,
wrong
star.
then. Maybe I'm
By the
wrong.
way, the star was the same amount of characters as it entered, and it was intentional. So,
Well, in any case, yeah, Ryan, when are you going to reach numbered immortal, do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Some undefined amount of time later.
NAM.
Like a NA, yes. I don't know. I've never been especially competitive. Like speaking, it's not a joke anymore. I'm speaking normally now. Like, I feel like if I try to be too competitive, I feel like I just end up not being interested in it anymore. Just based on like
feel
previous things. Like there was a time like during COVID and stuff, I played a bit of Age of Empires competitively, and then like I had a lot of fun in like a sort of tournament, which is kind of like a bit like a IDL, casual type thing. But as soon as people started talking about like once I'd learned a build order and some really core stuff, when people started talking about the really really high level stuff, like the really minimal changes you need to make and repeated like games you need to do to really get your skill up, I don't know. It felt like a bit more effort than what it was worth, and I was having fun. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a grind. Yeah, like that
Yeah,
is.
so
It
to
really
get-
is.
Yeah, it's a grind.
So to give a boring, serious answer, I probably won't reach numbered immortal, but I don't have to, do I? Because I'm in IDL, so I'm having fun.
You'll get there one day.
Maybe
young pup.
now that now your Scream team like days are numbered. Maybe now you can commit to the grind fully.
Oh no,
No,
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I was-
I can't think of. I gave a serious answer. I can't think of anything funny to say.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nathan.
No, that's fine.
that's all right. I
It
think
also might not be Nathan. I might be completely wrong
Yeah,
on this.
Oh,
it's
it might
somebody
not
else.
be.
there is the same feeling comes over me when I look at Legends. So, I'm much happier in Archon, and I think it's where it's a bit too much effort to get out of Archon. Question 2: Waitrose or Morrison's?
Ooh.
Neither.
Well, the thing is, I kind of like both. I mean, you've got like you're comparing like two different tiers of supermarket here. Like Waitrose is like really high up, posh, obviously. Morrison's is kind of like middle, and it's above Aldi and Lidl, even though Aldi is a better supermarket, but it's like it thinks it's above them.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I think I might have to say Waitrose and be like a Tory because because even though it's more expensive, they have like just so much more stuff.
Sorry, Morrison's
So
just
some-
is shit. Like it is. Let's not beat around.
Morrison's
the
No,
is
bush.
shit.
Asda is the worst one.
Asda's fucking
by
shit
far.
as well.
Asda is horrible.
But they go for good petrol, and
I-
that makes Asda good. Like I only ever go there for petrol.
Oh,
It's cheap.
you bloody petrol heads.
I'm sorry, but it
Carhead.
is.
Car brain. I think Morrison's has a. If you go into a big Morrison's, they have like I quite like their. They have their like kind of deli section as like Indian snacks and stuff. They have quite a big selection there, and the way they lay their fruit and veg out is quite nice. I will say.
We get actual supermarket opinions. This is
You
great.
get it. Look, you asked the question, right? But
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
Waitrose because the sheer amount of stuff you can buy.
Yeah.
To fancy a treat, I'll just pop into Waitrose and maybe I'll get like a fancy tin of tuna. I don't know.
What in the right? Next
Okay.
question. Next question.
Get a nice tin of sardines.
Ollie says.
You can get like a Calabrian sardines in.
Oh no, they're good though.
Okay, right.
I'm sure they are. I've not tried their premium sardines yet. You can
Try
pay a
premium
fuck
sardines. Like you should.
because they've
They're
got
actually
like
really good.
8 different types of sardines. There you go.
Anyway.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, a Rush question.
Ollie says, who in IDL would you say you're most similar to? Getty, Alex, or Neil?
Well,
No, that's not the question. Who would you say are most
Oh,
similar to Geddy, Alex,
Who
and Neil?
would you?
Oh.
So you get
Who
to
in
choose
IDL?
from...
Oh, you can choose the whole IDL.
I will say, while Ryan's thinking, I've gotten into Rush recently, and Rush are really cool.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Well,
So everyone should go and listen to Rush.
My dad loves Rush.
If I had to pick one song, oh god,
Well,
actually, I don't even know what I would do.
The most accessible one is Moving Pictures. So
yeah. Listen to Limelight. Limelight's great.
Limelight.
Oh, you'll
That's a
get
great
copyright.
song.
You'll get copyright struck though.
No, don't put Rush on. They're really bad.
Tom Sawyer's the most
Copyright.
popular song because it's a good song, but it's also the most accessible. So like people.
Red Barchetta is very good.
Yeah. That's got really cool stuff as well. That album.
That whole album is a masterpiece.
I could talk about Rush forever. Okay, so like I need to think about this question. So Neil's kind of like a brain. He's a brainer.
Is
like-
that Seb, or do you reckon?
I don't know.
He's a drummer. Seb's a drummer.
He is a drummer. He's also a brainer. Like he wrote, but he's also he wrote nearly all of Rush's lyrics.
Yeah,
And,
he
like,
did.
The partnership is like Neil would write most of the lyrics.
It's almost a poet.
And then
What
Geddy.
about Pete? Because Pete's a bit of a poet.
Yeah, and then Alex is definitely a goofball and a guitarist, and Geddy's kind of like a combination of the two of them. He's like not super goofy, but he's not super not like super serious either.
I think Matt, you could be a bit of a Neil.
I'm not a brainer.
You're a bit of a brain.
You're probably an Alex. I reckon Matt's an Alex.
be an Alex,
You think?
I reckon he could be. I don't know. Maybe like Neil would be like, I don't know, or like the admins. Maybe the admins are like the Neil. I don't know.
Like a Neil.
They're like, yeah. Like the kind of, the rhythm section. They keep things going. But
That is true.
they can be serious when they need to, but they don't.
Yeah.
They're not always super serious. So
Sometimes silly goofy.
And then Custard can be Geddy just for that. That's
Custard
beautiful
would
voice.
be Geddy. I mean, Matt might hate me for. I don't know if he. Some people are like divided on Geddy Lee's singing voice. I don't remember. Matt's probably commented on it before.
I think
to me.
personally, I think it's.
I like it. but
Yeah,
some
I
people-
like it, but I could see why people would
Yeah,
like it.
especially like his really early on. I think Matt has probably told me that like he thinks that Geddy's technique is not very good or something.
I'm sure, but he thinks no one's technique's very good.
Yeah. But he probably has some credibility to say that though because he is a very good singer.
That's fair.
But
Don't boost his ego.
I think especially if you listen to like Geddy's early vocals, they're very almost like kind of screechy. Like I think he hadn't really, and then I think later on in his career he tones it down because probably I don't know maybe it's hurting his voice or something. I think he's trying to do like a.
Can we get copyrighted if we play Fellowship? Like, is that?
Well,
Potentially, they're on a
depends if-
label.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
It's automatic, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's automated. Like the label would
we can't
probably
risk
just
it.
claim it.
I wouldn't risk it. I don't actually know what label they're on.
That's a good question.
Measured in
Oh.
suppers readies, what is your total
could work
Dota
this out.
playtime?
So Supper's Ready. It's a song by Genesis. This is definitely Ollie because I
Yeah, it's
It
definitely.
says-
Yeah,
I think it's definitely
That's-
Ollie. It does say
Yeah,
Ollie.
I spoke to him about Supper's Ready recently. Well, Supper's Ready, it's a song by Genesis. It's on their 1972 album, Foxtrot. I think it's the last song on the album, or the first one. I don't
Let me
remember.
test your knowledge on that. Carry
Yeah,
on there.
it's either the first or last one. So if it's 20 minutes, it's like a third of an hour, and I have about 1,050-ish hours in Dota. So what? Is that 3,000 Supper's Readies? Probably. And I don't know if that's... I've listened to it a lot. I once put it on at a party, and someone told me to turn that shit off.
What?
I got
No,
really
to be
annoyed.
fair, right? No, to be fair, at
Look.
a party putting Genesis on is a bad idea.
Yeah,
Alright.
but I have a bit of a gripe with this because, yes, I put on Genesis, and I probably shouldn't have put on Genesis, right? Especially the 20-minute song that's got,
Just
like,
get rid of
religious
the
metaphors and
probably
shit.
in that, maybe. I don't know.
But, like, the person who told me to turn it off, they would listen to, like, Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys, like, on repeat in, like, the common room. And, like, it's just a rip-off of T-Rex, At least the one I was listening to was more interesting. I don't care if it makes me sound like a ponce,
Yeah, okay, fair play.
It was the last one on the album, by the way, right?
23
Oh, there you go,
minutes.
23 minutes.
This is the we can't play it either, can we? No.
It's a fucking
No.
great song, but it's it's not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's really good though.
Okie dokie. Right. Next
Peter,
question.
Right.
Peter Gabriel.
Next question is from Fim. For real. No, sorry. It's from
Oh yeah.
Fim. For real. Not gonna lie.
For
Says Team of the Week game review. We've done both. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What about guest
Not Finn.
questions? Jesus, there's only 2 questions.
Maybe that's gonna be the next
To be
one.
fair,
It's
he
gonna
did
be
the
guest
game
questions.
questions. Oh, yeah, it could be. No, raping
It's
in
not.
Jajoya.
Oh,
As an outsider,
Pete's
I'm-
trying to get us off the scent.
As an outsider, I'm interested in how being on Scream Team has been. Looks like amazing vibes. What was your favourite moment? That's true. Laning with
moment?
Mugger.
Oh.
Sorry.
I mean, you are a great laning partner, I will say.
Oh, thanks, right. You too.
You are. I mean, I don't know if I have a favourite moment. I mean, it's great when
It all
I mean-
sucked. Yeah.
it's I mean, firstly, Untitled Screen Team has been great.
Yes.
Everyone on the team was amazing, and it was good vibes. Even when we were losing, we weren't getting super tilted, and it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, I mean, I did really like. It's a bit of, I mean, HMOG a great landing partner, but also selfishly, I did really like the bit in the Moose game where I got I blinked and then did a stunt in a line, and I got 2 of them.
Oh,
And
that was sick. That
You
was
did loads
sick.
of those in this season. You did loads.
Yeah, you actually did
really
loads of
good
those
stunts
online.
on
It
that.
was good.
Yes,
Yeah.
praise me, please. But no.
Oh my god, he's lying. He's just sucking and
I don't know. It's just like when things went really well, it just felt amazing, and it was just good. It was just very good.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
And I like to, vibes are very important building a team. They're not the only thing that's important. You can, like, if you do solely vibes and don't consider roles, then you might have a situation where people are forced into.
Then you might
roles
have
where they
situations where you have 5
enjoy.
daggies. So I don't know. It sounds like
Maybe.
a pretty good team to me. Question 2.
Oh, please. Favorite anime character.
Please design a Doza hero based around your
So
favorite
that's
anime
so I guess
character.
that's 2.
I'm
That's
gonna
2 questions
check-
in one. Like, what is your favorite?
I'm gonna check my first thing. I'm gonna check my. So, I haven't watched anime in a kind of a long time, like over a year. But I'm checking my anime list to see what I've put in my favorite characters section.
There's only one goat. Let's be honest.
I don't know who that is.
There's only
Sit
one
down,
goat.
young top. I don't even
Jujutsu
know who you
Kaisen.
are.
Let's have a look. Who's in my? It's probably like a Masaki Yuasa character.
There's only one goat.
So who's he then? What's Jujutsu Kaisen about?
Jiu-jitsu and evil creatures and curses.
Oh, okay.
This
Let's
is
see.
yeah. It's sick.
Okay, so this might be good. In my favorite character section, I've only got one person. I've got Kong Wenger from the Ping Pong the animation, and he's a. So Ping Pong the animation is the greatest
His
anime
name?
ever made,
Kong.
right?
Ping
Ping Pong
Pong.
the Ping
Ping
Pong the
Pong.
animation. Custard will agree with me on this. It's the greatest anime ever made.
Who in the hell?
Its art style that's the manga cover, I think, or it's the soundtrack cover. But that's like the art style's a little. It was sometimes a bit polarizing in the anime society because some people really didn't like how rough and ready it was. But I think, and it didn't look like a usual like anime series.
No, it doesn't.
But I think it's
Who in the
incredibly.
Whoa.
I think it's incredibly expressive. Like you get stuff like this. It's like, and all they're doing is they're playing in a ping pong tournament. But like during the tournament, you get moments where it's really stylized and like you'll have a guy who's really big on the end of the board, and something that Masaki Yuasa likes to do quite a lot is you'll have like he splits the screen. Like if you look in the bottom right there, you see there's like the screen's been split in 3.
The bottom left.
here.
On the left.
In
Yeah,
the
yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll do stuff like this, and sometimes it'll be across the screen. Sometimes it'll be like 5 splits or something. He does that quite often.
Oh, here you go.
But yeah, I just think it's a really well-made series. It's only 12 episodes or so you can finish it in like a weekend. And it's just really cool. Everyone's
So-
going to watch it right now. But
Okay.
the character in it, Kong Wenger, who is like a Chinese ping pong player, and he's like, I think he's like
Oh,
He's
he's
mogging. Fuck.
he was like I think a massive champion in China, but I think he's gone.
the
He's gone over,
jawline.
yeah.
Mogging.
But like I think he's kind of like he's not quite as good as he was, and he realizes it. So he's kind of like about, I guess, being all right with not being the best, and I thought that was kind of cool, his character arc.
So are you saying that your
But
favorite?
as
your
for
go-to
designing
character
a
would be-
hero,
he'd be a ping pong player.
he'd be, I guess it'd be a ping pong player, and his. I mean, I think there's probably a bit in like episode 2 where he's like putting top spin and doing something crazy, and the character's like, "Oh, I can't respond to this," you know. I'm rambling a bit, but yeah, I guess a ping pong player. So what would you do? Obviously, his ultimate, he's got to set up. What his ultimate? He'd probably set up some kind of ping pong table, and maybe 4 people.
I like Jewel, and he
It's
forces
Jewel,
you to play
yeah.
with ping pong.
Maybe. So Q would be probably something like Acorn, like but with a ping pong ball, like it'd bounce,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
it'd obviously make.
And if
the
you
sound,
kept
the
pressing
sound.
Q at the right time, it kept volleying it back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What would the W and the E be? Maybe the E could be like in an aura. This could be overpowered. In an aura, all like bounce attacks gain extra bounces or something.
That is OP, yes. That's definitely OP.
It didn't say to make a balanced hero. And then what
Somebody
would
make
W
Luna
be?
with it now. And Bloodlust.
He's got some kind of
and
he's got an
Manta,
attack.
and Shadow Demon.
He's got an attacking ability. He's got like an aura ability. What would his W be?
Any ball-based hero in an AoE around him gets bonus attack.
Yeah.
Like Alio is rejoicing.
And then his R would be I guess he just dual sword and force him to right. So the R, he sets up a ping pong table, right, against the enemy, and then like, you know, plays ping pong, and I guess he'll do some damage or something. Right. Now if you've got an ally near you and they've got an enemy near, if you've got an ally near you, they can choose to join in.
Doubles.
Right?
Doubles.
Doubles.
Yeah.
And it forces the two enemies to come and play as well.
Yeah, like
Two nearby
actual-
And if anyone else goes,
Double axle.
in nearby as well, they become the spectators and they have to watch.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes a ping pong game, and you just stop playing Dota and you play ping pong.
And you have to complete a full round of ping pong, you know, first two, what is it, 11 points or something? Obviously, it's a great hero.
That sounds like
That's
an
great.
amazing hero.
But there you go.
We have a question from Butterbeans. As the best Lion player in the IDL, where is your favourite
Ooh.
place to fight in the Dota 2 map?
Stairs.
Yeah, because you can throw a cheeky earth spike up or down the stairs. Sometimes they
I
don't
like
see it.
stairs. They're also
And if-
really narrow as well.
Yes, especially if you've got like the cone talent.
That
spike.
talent's busted, by the way.
Oh yeah. Like if like especially if people like are chasing you, if they're like if they're not watching their pathing and there's several heroes chasing you, then they'll like all go around the same corner of the stairs. And I guess if you were really, you know, you could just line them up perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stairs, I guess so.
Very nice. And then last question. What other games would you recommend the IDL community?
Oh, video games.
Guitar Hero Rush.
I've not played too much Guitar Hero, you know.
I don't think there is a Guitar Hero Rush. I just wanted to bring more.
Oh, there
attention.
must be like a
I actually
DLC.
don't think there is. I'll have a look.
I'm gonna have a quick look at my Steam just to jog my memory.
You've been playing a lot of that number game.
Oh, Nubby's Number Factory, yeah. I mean that's pretty fun. It's like if you like Balatro, you'll probably like Nubby's Number Factory. You throw a ball. It's like Plinko. You throw a ball down and you can get items, and you know number goes up to ridiculously big sizes. But as for like just games generally, I mean, right. So Disco Elysium is an incredible game. It's like a narrative RPG, incredibly well written. You're like a detective in like in a city that's like a failed communist revolution. So it's like it's just really clever, really dark comedy. Like your character is quite pathetic, but also like
quite pathetic.
Yeah, quite pathetic, I'd say.
I would say very extremely.
Yeah. He's like an alcoholic, and you've got to try and solve the case that you're on. And your partner, Kim Kitsuragi, is just the most patient, awe-inspiring detective ever. You'll love Kim by the end of it, and if you don't, then I don't even know who you are. But yeah, that's an incredible narrative game. Although, if you can, don't buy it from Steam, because the company fired all the major creative staff, who have now gone on to form their own studio. But yeah, Robert Kurvitz and a bunch like Alexander is it Alexander Rostov, who did like all like the Thought Cabinet art and stuff. They just fired all of them.
What?
For some reason. So now none of the people who like made the game what it is are working at the company that sells it. So pirate it if you can. No, yeah, pirate it.
Genuinely, yeah, no, he's right. Genuinely, pirate it if you can.
Other games, Outer Wilds is a really incredible game. That is a careful because there's no spoilers here. There's no spoilers on that page there. So it's an adventure game that's about exploration and piloting like a ship through like a miniature solar system. So you start on like you're like a little race of beings who like have just invented like space travel, and they're going out to explore their tiny solar system. And you start off by like there's someone who's gone missing, so you've got to go find them. But it links into like a really quite profound story about like this like previous civilization that occupied the solar system before you, and it's got like a kind of a mystery element to it as well, because you're finding out what happened to them, like and you find like little clues around the solar system left by previous members of this race about what happened. And the way it is it's like you can play the game, the way it's structured, you can play it like non-linearly, and like if you go to like one area of the universe, you'll learn something about like the mechanics of the game, and that will allow you to then find something out in the other part of the universe. But you can do it in like any order you want.
Yes, it's like a Metroidvania that's not linear.
Yeah, it's definitely inspired by Metroidvania. But yeah, the more knowledge you gain about the solar system
like
you're
Black
in,
Mirror.
the more
Like you can watch it in every order.
I suppose it could be considered like an anthology in that sense. Yeah, I suppose so.
I'd just call it like a non-linear game, I guess.
But yeah, non-linear is but
It's Minecraft.
But actually, I kind of get it. What you're getting at, yes.
Yeah,
kind
and
of.
I think you can finish it in about 20 hours. I almost said 20 years.
20 years.
20 hours.
Quick playtime, just like Dota.
And it's also one of those games that like it's got a story. You'll finish the story, and that'll be it. And then maybe like I'm still waiting. Like I think it was 5 years since I played it. I'm trying to forget everything about it so I can play it again. Seriously, one of the best games I've ever played. It's great. And then just one other game. Other game. It's another very narrative-focused game.
You can tell me if this is.
Yeah, I'll tell you if this one is. It's a game called Darkwood, which was made by a small Polish studio, and it's a horror game. It's top down. Yeah, and it's top down.
Any spoilers on here that you can see?
I'm just looking. None really at the minute.
Okay, I'll just.
Yeah, it's all just kind of like screenshots of the gameplay and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's all right. That's a fairly early part of the game actually. That bit, but yeah, it's like a top down. There is like some crafting survival gameplay, but like you're basically a guy who's woken up in like in a dark forest that's like supernaturally overgrown. Like you can't escape it, and like the villagers and stuff. There's like a village, and like all the villagers are like kind of mutated weirdly by this forest, and none of them seem to like realize it. And there's like you have really weird characters like this guy who's in like a gas mask, and like he's got like mushrooms and stuff growing all over him. So it's very like I'd call it. It's kind of like Soviet post-apocalypse vibes. Like if you like the Stalker games, you'd probably like the aesthetic of these games.
Stalker? I forgot what that is.
Oh, Stalker. So it was a movie by Andrei Tarkovsky, but it's also like it's a series of video games. Yeah,
they're really good. They're really good. Their games. So the first three are very janky because they're old, but
but still
the
quite
newest
enjoyable.
one released a couple of years ago, and it's pretty good. Like
it's
like the what Fallout should be in real life, but they were realistic.
It's a grittier Fallout. The book. I'm going to go off on a big tangent here, but the book so Stalker was the movie by Andrei Tarkovsky, and this was the video game. The book these are all based on is a book called Roadside Picnic. Which is very kind of quite different, but similar in some ways to the video game. But that's about like some exclusion zone has been set up, and you have these guys called stalkers who go in to search for weird artifacts that don't obey the laws of physics, but are really useful on the black market outside, like a battery that like always recharges itself, or like I don't know, something that emits energy constantly or something. Like they don't know how these things work. And they'll go in, recover them, and take them out. But there's also like huge amounts of dangerous things that they don't understand. like moss that if you brush against it, it'll like give you a heart attack and you'll die, or like these weird pockets of energy that will just rip you apart if you walk into them and stuff. So that's just a really interesting book. It's like 200 something pages, kind of like a oppressive atmosphere, but a really interesting sci-fi concept. That's Roadside Picnic by Arcadian Boris Strugatsky. That's a really cool book. But yeah, Darkwood's like a top-down kind of survival horror, and it's set in like this supernaturally overgrown forest, and you just have to try and find out about the forest, and like it's got an overarching story. So again, once you finish the story, that'll be it for the game. But you can also kind of go at your own pace.
Yeah.
And it does horror really, really well. Like the guys pitched the game as like a horror game for people who don't like jump scares, and I hate jump scares. So it's a really good like atmospheric horror game. So I'd recommend that.
Sick.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. There's like 3 or 4 games you can go play right now.
And that's all our questions. So
we're done talking about horror movies and games. Let's talk about IDL Street.
Yeah.
So IDL Street, our
talked a lot
final
there.
segment. So Ryan, this week is Freakability. I don't even know what freakability. I think question 1 is decide what freakability means.
What do we mean by freakability?
In the context of like IDL or just general? No, it's just generally, isn't it?
Just general.
Well, it was Phil
how
that came up
freaky
with
would
it.
someone be to live
Well,
with?
I thought freakability was like kind of like it's almost like craziness, right? Like
Yeah, it must be like JPK is gonna spoiler alert. JPK is gonna be an S in freakability. So I feel like maybe he could be the barometer we use to determine freakability. Maybe we could see, are they freakier or less freaky than JPK?
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, but JPK
how else can you
can't be
quantify it
more
other than
freaky
just being kind of
JPK.
crazy?
Well, then you would have to do S plus.
Could you quantify as like willingness to do crazy things? I don't know.
Oh yeah, willingness to.
No, I'm asking you. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm trying to set up a debate. I'm trying to set up a dialogue. What do we think?
Maybe we just do it on vibes.
Maybe it's one of those purely vibes things.
If they're
They're a freak or not?
open to interpretation, are they freaky?
Borky, S.
Starting with Borky.
Freaky.
Borky, congratulations on your first S. I think I need to update my formula. So
No, they've got an S for dragability as well.
G2. We need it to
That's
be
the second S.
H2. So H2.
Borky's bopped up in the scores.
Yep.
Very
Borky
good.
Bopped up. Balked up. Okay. Fluffius.
Oh, he's
Perhaps
low
I would
key
say
freak.
D.
He's a low key freak.
You think he's a low key freak? You think he
I
doesn't?
think he's a
allow
low
to?
key freak.
C.
Yeah, I think
C
he's
or D?
low key. C, I think.
Okay, so he's harbouring some freakiness. Do you think?
I think so. He's got latent freakiness.
No normal person likes churches that much.
That is true.
Or did you say he had a thesis as well? No normal
He
person.
has got a thesis.
I can confirm that I've written a thesis.
What's
Have
the
you?
title of your
What's the
thesis?
title?
I'll get Vloppius as well as well. Hang on.
Well, I may on my own. Welcome back to the logo.
I've got.
Okay, sorry.
That's Vloppius as well.
Is it called the
It's
leading by
communication.
example?
I
So
don't
it's
have
the
the proper
communication
hardback.
of religious knowledge in the collations of the brothers of the common life.
That is a thesis title for sure.
Yes.
Mine is exploring interactions of rod-like biological macromolecules through experimental and computational methods.
Did yours come with a bookmark?
This is
bookmark with
this is a draft. I haven't got the hardback version with me.
Yeah, bookmark with yours though.
Did you get it published?
Yeah, it's published. You can look it up if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not very good.
What's it called? I'm gonna Google it quickly.
Well, you could probably Google like actually no, yeah, exploring
Yep.
interactions
Yep.
of rod-like
Yep.
biological macromolecules through. I think you could probably just put leads actually, and then it might do it.
Through what?
If you just type through experimental and computational methods, it's kind of a generic title because mine was just
Lol.
kind of a hodgepodge of things. There you go.
Here we
Yeah.
are.
I got flashbanged by Ryan's thesis.
Now you know my name.
Supervisors, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah.
This isn't on the screen, so but here is Ryan's thing.
There you go.
You guys can Google that for yourselves.
Yeah, there you go. It's
Hold
really
on.
fun.
I've got
Really,
PDF.
really fun. Hang on, what's this? Oh, there you go.
It's the whole thing. Oh my god.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, they're all
Christ.
They're all published online. Well, at least all the ones in Leeds.
This looks like a big ass document.
It's kind of it's actually on the short side. Excuse me.
Jesus. I mean, we got
Yeah, mine was.
we got
they
brazy
commented the actual-
calculations in it. Like, what is going on?
Oh
with
yeah,
this
that's
shit?
that I think is trying to work out. That's from a paper. They were trying to work out if you've got like two rods, fingers. If you've got like two, look, there's a diagram there. If you got like a rod and it's got like a sector of red, if you have two of those, then how can you work out whether the two sectors are like facing each other?
Got ya.
So that you can make them. It's in the context of like if you can then make that red sector attractive, and then you'll have like biological.
It does look pretty hot so far, so yeah, you've done
it
well
looks
there.
pretty fair.
Yeah, there you go. That was a fun diagram. I basically just, well, I used it from a paper with permission. So this is just the future work section. So this is like what I would do if I had more time.
Right, so back to
Oh, God, I can just say I'm so glad the PhD's over. I'm fucking. God, I'm so glad.
Let's do some quick fire freakability.
Okay, yeah.
Freakability.
Just a letter. We'll do one each.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll average.
Well,
B.
C.
I don't know.
We'll do.
Okay.
Matt, Henry, Ryan. So B and C. So we'll go with the higher if we're unsure. Samson.
Okay, B. That's fine.
S.
I'm tempted to say A, even though I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never met him.
Andrew.
I reckon Andrew's probably a B or C.
C.
He's
Yeah. C. C for Andrew. C. We should have really
Makes
done
sense.
all of his as either A's or C's, shouldn't we?
Yeah. So next we've got story time.
A.
A for freakability.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
S.
Okay, we're going-
S. Daggy's a freak.
She's a freak.
Yes.
Okay. Ari, do you want to do some butt stuff?
I mean,
Sure.
A/S. I think
For
Ari's
sure.
a pretty freak. Ari's a freak.
All I know about Ari is that they say sure.
Sure. Sick.
I don't even know if that's
No,
good.
it's just from the pod, surely. Surely. Because we talk about Ari Short every single week. Sure. Sick boy, I reckon it's got to be
S.
Yeah,
S.
please.
He is a freak.
pretty freaky.
Triple S.
Okay, hear me out. Nathan, S.
You think Nathan's a
You
freak?
think he's a hidden freak?
Nathan's a
Hidden
freak.
freak
On air.
Nathan's a freak.
God,
Moose.
let's give him
I'm
an
down.
I think he's hiding it.
Moose.
Oh, Moose is also a freak. You've seen his fucking ranked games. He's a freak.
Yeah, he's got to be A or S. What do you think?
He's S. S freak. So many S's coming out today.
Yeah, there's a lot of S's. Edgar.
No, he's not a freak.
I reckon a B or C.
B.
I
yeah,
think C or
think
D. I
C.
was gonna say.
C probably. No, you could get a little bit freaky. Oh, I should have been on the wrong screen. A little bit freaky. Next
been
we've
looking
got Goldrian.
I think he's not very freaky. I would say C or D.
I'll say D.
Yeah, I was going to say
He's respect.
I've not had enough time with him. He's in my AD team. I've not had enough time to see the true freak come out if it is there.
But next we've got Arthur Mellon. He's a freak or
S.
what?
He's a guaranteed S.
Oh,
He's
no.
tier
gonna be a
freak.
menace when he's older.
What evidence have you got then?
Freak. Yeah, what
Is it
evidence?
just
Hold on.
are you going from like a
Wait a
genetic error?
How do you know? Sorry, moving on. Sean, I don't think Sean's going to be ultra freak. I think Sean's going to be like
No.
a B. Like a bit of, a bit of spice in there.
He freaks when he needs to,
Yeah.
but otherwise,
Oh, you've got more experience, haven't you?
What?
yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Ryan.
true.
I know Sean outside of the Dota land.
Yeah. Ryan knows exactly how freaky.
JPK.
JPK,
be
yeah.
an
S.
He takes a lot of photos
And
of
Finn
mobs.
as well. Finn as well. S.
Finn has to be an S. They're both freaks of the weeks.
They're
Sleepy
We need a
Alex.
higher. We need a higher ranking at this point.
Sleepy
No, I
Alex.
think this is fine.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Sleepy Alex is
I think B.
yeah, middle. Higgsy.
Higgsy S. He's a freak.
Yeah. By the way, we're still sorting on overall pod score. So These are like a lot of S's for a lot of low people.
Yeah,
this
we're
can shake
bumping up the
things
pod
This can
score.
shake
Oh
things
no.
up. Jabba, I think it's pretty freaky.
I
Like
reckon-
A.
I think
A.
a B. A
Okay,
or
we'll,
B.
we'll go A. Ellie,
Go away, yes. Preference.
pretty freaky. Like B or A. That'll be my vote.
B.
B.
I'll go for a B.
Okay. Lilith. Lane freak.
Oh,
Lane freak, not lane freak.
Lane freak.
So I'm saying like A or S, maybe A.
A. Yeah, it's good for me.
okay.
Snubs.
I like the phrase lane freak as well.
Lane
That's
freak,
good.
yeah. Snubs. Snubs. Quite chilled. I'd say
Again-
lesser on the freak scale.
Yeah, again, I've not seen the freak come
I can
out
see,
yet.
I can see.
If it's in
Yeah, I
there.
haven't seen a freak come out on Snubs.
Okay, Custard is pretty high on the freak scale, I reckon.
Maximum freak, he does well to hide it.
Yeah. S.
I can say that.
Oh,
I
we got
know.
another few S's coming up as well. We can rattle these off. Custard,
Oh,
yeah, S,
Jace.
Yeah,
S.
Jerry.
From what we've heard about Jerry, S as
S.
well. Yeah.
Ollie. Maybe. not.
Ollie is not a freak.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Like a D.
D.
I mean,
Maybe a
he's
C.
like the least freak. He's sensible.
He's pretty chill. He's pretty sensible, yeah.
G. Freakser. Pizza Freakser. That was awful. I'll give him a B. Moving on.
considering met.
Yeah. Dev, I reckon kind of freaky.
You think kind of freak?
Lifications for their nations. Like an A?
B, A,
Okay.
B,
Actually,
A,
I'll
B.
go B.
BB.
Oh, Kibi, S freak.
To
Kibi's a
freaky.
freak.
That's what I'm saying.
Yam, oh, another freak. Yep. S.
Yam's a freak. Yeah.
So many freaks. Oh, Lucas. Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, that's
Lucas
got to be
definite freak.
Bunch of
Lucas
freaks
is
in this
freak of
league.
the week. Like,
Yeah.
surely. Samuel's
Samuel, I think is an A. I think he
High,
is
yeah, I was
freaky,
about to
but
say A.
I don't think he's not quite. Full
Ryan. Are
freak.
you freak? Are you freak of the week?
I don't think I'm super freaky.
No, I think you're.
Maybe-
Other than
Are you
Rush,
incognito
maybe.
freaky?
You what? Sorry.
Are you like incognito?
Incognito.
You're like closeted
Well,
freak.
you know, if I need to, you know.
Oh,
all the
alright,
time.
Ryan. Whipping that dem moves, yeah. Put you down as a B.
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with a B.
I've never seen a
Okay.
man in a cardigan get so freaky as Edska. That's an A. Surely.
Yeah. I'm down.
Custard's a
Huntello-
cardigan guy as well. Have you
S
seen
is a freak.
Custard in his cardigan?
Yeah, I mean, he's
Huntello's a
S.
freak.
Huntello is a
S.
freak. Labdota.
Lab is not a freak.
Not a freak. A deek.
Lab is very normal at D.
Bayesian,
He's
I
the,
think,
he's
is
the
pretty
data
freaky.
scientist in his laboratory.
What about Bayesian for freakability?
Bayesian.
Oh,
Well,
he's got
some-
very freaky.
Like medium.
He's got,
Actually,
he hasn't got any of
Medium.
JPK's freak genes.
it could be a C or it could be a C even. Maybe a B. Which
I
one?
think C.
C,
I think
okay.
C.
Meanie freaky, am I right?
Yeah,
Actually, would he be
that's
super
an A,
freaky?
I think.
I think,
I
A.
think Charlie's
A or B. A or B.
I think A.
Okay, I'm gonna go A. Yep.
That's an S.
we don't even need to talk about QC. Light of Steven. I mean, he has a kid, so he's got a freak on somewhere or another. So maybe like that bumps him up. I'd say a B.
Yeah.
Freak
Go
of
on
the
then, a B.
freak of the
Split
beak.
difference.
Yeah.
H Mogger.
S.
Well, with the punk phase though, punks are freaks. You know.
Oh yeah.
punks can
Okay,
get
so
freaks.
Stevens get bumped up to an A. All right.
Historically
Yeah,
a
he's a
freak.
freak. Jeansy's
You're
not
freak.
a freak.
Nah, I think Genie's incognito freaky. Like he
You
could be
think
like,
he is? Yeah, but he's not like a.
he's not a
freak?
freak. He's like a
Yeah.
freak.
Doesn't wear the freak on his sleeve.
Yeah. So he's like a B.
Go on then, give it a B.
Matt
Yeah.
Mellon, what are you thinking? Are you a freak? Yeah, you're a freak. Hell yeah. Wait, hold on. Do that again.
No, I'm not doing that again.
Come on, you're full screen with
I
WARBOSSWORM
missed it.
overlaid onto you. Oh, hell no. Wait, WARBOSSWORM was freaking out.
It's contagious. Ryan, if you can go under the camera and come up and do like you're a chest burster. Okay.
I can't.
Wait,
do
so your head was just popping up from the bottom.
the aspect of the room is not good enough.
It's like he couldn't get it up.
My face hurts from laughing. Okay, Saboteur.
Saboteur is
Freak,
not a
freak
freak.
dysfunction.
He's a deek.
Yeah, Saboteur is not a freak, unfortunately.
Nelson?
Nelson is also not really a
Like a
freak.
C. I'd say slightly more.
Yeah, C freak.
Butterbean's
Josh is
pretty.
also not.
I was gonna say pretty freaky. Not maximum.
He goes incognito. I'd say B.
Okay, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
be for
He
Butterbeans.
travels undercover.
B seems to be the incognito ranking.
Yeah.
JJ's pretty freaky. Not gonna lie.
Obviously, JJ's
JJ's pretty freaky.
JJ's
I think
an S, I
S,
think.
freaky.
Seb, I'd say not.
A. I reckon an A.
Yeah, I'd probably go A. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty freaky. Pete,
Yeah.
I don't think Pete's ultra freaky.
He's not actually that freaky, is he?
Is he like a B?
Maybe rank it B or A, I reckon.
What's the deciding vote, man?
A.
A. And then Kira.
S.
Kira staying on the top of the and let's refresh the pod scores. And we get a new sort column Z to A with the new leader is still Kira at the top. Matt, well, obviously we're going up because we decided.
Oh yes.
We're on
I think I went down.
tied third, all of these people. And then Ryan and tied, what's this? Tied 15th. And then who's our bottom? Have we got a new bottom? Flappius is our new
We do.
bottom.
Oh no.
Dr. Flappius. Borky's absolutely fired up the charts into 49.
Yeah, but Borky's gone up 4 slots.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh my god. Okie dokie. Right, well, do we have anything else to add? Ryan, have you got anything to say to the viewers?
Have fun.
Ah, have fun.
Good.
Matt, have you got
Nice.
anything to say to the viewers?
Don't have fun.
And I'm going to say, stay freaky. Leave a comment in the description.
Stay freaky.
Leave a comment
Hell
in the
yeah.
description, which is the next word or sentence that Ryan says now.
Hello.
Okay. Right, and we'll see you next week. We've got Moose on the loose next week. So we'll catch you in a bit. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.